Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Bold and beautiful 2-week spoilers January 19th to 30th. Bill's victory lap sends Steffy into panic mode. Bold and the beautiful 2-week spoilers for January 19th to 30th, 2026 reveal Bill Spencer, Don Diamant, gloating, and Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood freaking. On Monday, January 19th, over at Forrester Creations, Ridge Forrester, Torsten K., has a talk in the CEO office with Will Spencer, Crew Morrow. Will is looking nervous and is a little worried about losing his job because of his mom, Katie Logan, Heather Tom, starting a rival fashion house. Ridge may wonder if Will, as Bill Spencer's, Don Diamant's son, is going to be a spy. It seems it is less about Katie and more about Will being his father's son. Meanwhile, picking up from Friday over at Logan, we have Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, with Katie as she repeats the line about hiring a lead designer. That's when Eric Forrester, John McCook, opens the door and unwittingly enters the conversation. It looks like he and Katie don't tell Brooke that he is the new designer. Then Brooke leaves and goes back over to Forrester. Also on Monday, Donna Logan, Jennifer Garais, confronts Katie and Eric. She wants them to tell Brooke the truth, that Eric is the new lead designer at Logan. Donna is very worried about the fallout from the two of them, keeping it a secret. However, Eric is telling his wife, Donna, and his new boss, Katie, that Ridge and Brooke are going to learn the hard way to respect their elders. He is feeling super salty. Plus, R.J. Forrester, Brian Nicoliti, finds out that Will is dating Electra Forrester, Linnea Grace. We already saw R.J. crushing on Electra when he was unfastening the necklace and acting very flirty. It is doubtful that Electra dating Will is going to slow R.J. down very much, because 2026 spoilers say that Will and R.J. are rivals right out the gate. This is very complicated because not only is Electra in the mix, but Melissa Dillon, Sydney Bullock, is about to be working at Forrester Creations. She's crashing above Will Spencer's garage. She's eyeballing him and being sketchy, and Electra doesn't like that. On Tuesday, January 20th, we've got Will and R.J. coming face to face for the first time in several years. Part of that is because they've both been recast. They did a Sora's on Will Spencer. Now we've got a new R.J. Forrester. R.J. has been gone for a while, supposedly traveling. They disappeared him and never told us why, and now they're cleaning it up in hindsight. It looks like Will and R.J. are going to be at odds right away, not only because of Electra, whom they're both into, but also because of Logan. R.J. may do some smug smack-talking like his father, Ridge, and call out Katie Logan's actions. He might say that she's a traitor to Forrester, which could get volatile pretty fast. Then on Wednesday, January 21st, back over at Forrester Creations, we've got Steffy talking to Hope Logan, Annika Noel. She's really worked up. Steffy is telling Hope that something is brewing and it has to end before it's too late. Obviously, this is about Deacon Sharp, Sean Cannon, and Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig. This week, Deacon gets a visit at his apartment from Hope, who is looking a little stressed out. She may want the tea on his feelings for Taylor and exactly how far this has gotten between them. While it hasn't gotten terribly far yet, Deacon would like it to go further, and so would Taylor. We also have Steffy begging Taylor to dump Deacon as her patient. Steffy is terrified that Sheila Carter, Kimberlyn Brown, is going to target Taylor, but others want Deacon away from Sheila and may actually be shipping him with Taylor. On Wednesday, Deacon and Taylor can't fight their feelings and may stop trying. We may finally get the kiss that they've been teasing for weeks, now that on Thursday, January 22nd, at the beach house, we have Dylan telling Will she wants to repay him for letting her stay there however she can. It seems very inappropriate, like she's offering something in lieu of rent. Electra tells Will that she's concerned about Dylan. She thinks Will has another stalker, and she's likely not wrong. Everybody is scrambling on Thursday to hide the Taylor and Deacon's secret from Sheila, which is going to become increasingly important very soon. Friday, January 23rd, wraps up the week with Dylan promising Electra that she's not pushing boundaries or crossing lines. However, Dylan seems like a snake who is targeting Will and channeling Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada. She's Luna 2.0. We also have Finn Tanner trying to avoid Sheila at Il Giardino, but he has no luck. She spots him and forces him to talk to her. Sheila is gushing to Finn about how Taylor saved her marriage. Because Finn knows that Deacon and Taylor are crushing on each other, thanks to Steffy Forrester's warning. Finn just wants to stay away from Sheila. Finn will likely report back to Steffy about this interaction, especially if Sheila mentions any kind of trouble in paradise with Deacon. Also, this week, Sheila tries to get cozy with Deacon, but she may not get the response that she expects. The following week, January 26th through the 30th, marks the beginning of February sweeps. This kicks off on Thursday, January 29th, and runs through February 25th. Eric may be surprising Katie in a big way with sketches for a whole couture line. It is unlikely that Eric would start from scratch when he already has a whole collection done that he can hand over to Katie to immediately push into production. Deke Sharp, Harrison Cohn, should be on board soon at Logan. He'll be excited to work for Katie, and even more excited to work under Eric. Zend may also mention to Katie that he wishes Hope would leave Forrester Creations. Dylan's creeper vibe is going to amplify this week, and Elektra is on increasingly higher alert. The problem is that Will Spencer's sympathy may blind him. He may feel so bad about her homelessness that he's not really seeing what Elektra is seeing on Bold and the Beautiful. We could also see Bill and Katie encouraging Will to join Logan, but he wants to work with Elektra. With RJ at Forrester Creations having his eye on Elektra, there's no way that Will wants to risk her working all day with a guy who is chasing her. Steffi gets more concerned about Taylor and Deacon that week. She is absolutely terrified of losing her mom to Sheila's violence again, especially since Sheila shot Taylor years before. While the family thought she was dead and she was actually with Prince Omar, the trauma remains. Hope agrees that Sheila is a concern, but she wants Deacon to get his happily ever after with a better woman like Taylor. As Deacon and Taylor's heat continues to grow, we'll see how long it is until they get steamy. Meanwhile, Bill is plotting to embarrass Ridge with Logan's success and is gleeful about Eric Forrester's hire.